Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and welcome back to another State of the Game recap. This is for State of the Game number 167 for August 19th, 2020. Today, Hamish had Yannick and Johan on to discuss some aspects of the coming TU11, and more specifically, the introduction of appearance mods, which is basically a Transmog system. But before we get to that, they start off with priority alerts. They fixed some Delta errors related to equipping exotics. They fixed a Clan XP issue, and there was also an unscheduled maintenance yesterday. They also mentioned that they are looking into pistol stat extraction issues with recalibration, as well as a potential PvP damage glitch. So if you guys have any information on that, you should definitely send it their way so it can get sorted out as quickly as possible. But moving right along, we got into the developer interview, and they started off actually with a pretty nice roadmap so we know what to look forward to on our way to the TU11 PTS, and so they showed off some of the upcoming State of the Games. Today is obviously appearance mods in the Transmog system. August 26th, which is next Wednesday, they will be talking about rainbow loot improvements, so kind of what the community has been asking for ever since 10.1 and TU10. And then September 2nd is the big State of the Game. They're going to show off Skyscraper, as well as the new gear and PTS information. So that's the big one to look forward to. 2 weeks from today is when you're going to want to be there and see it for yourself. Alright, now we get into the appearance mod deep dive. I will show off, they showed some background footage of what the system looks like, and so I will play that while I'm going through this. They showed off that there's a new mod slot available on all of your gear pieces for Transmog. Now basically any piece of gear that you acquire will instantly be added to this Transmog library, which is accessible via this mod slot on all 6 of your gear pieces. So you click that mod slot, and then you can then put in any piece of gear that you've ever acquired. It'll all be there on that list, and you can just put on any one you want free of cost. That's the important part. This is free of cost. A lot of people on Twitter, on Reddit, on everywhere, as soon as they announced there was a Transmog system, people are like, oh, it's going to be Eververse from Destiny. It's going to cost money. No, it's completely free. People really need to chill the F out. I think everyone just gets super worked up about everything, assuming the worst, always so negative. It's free. It's going to be there at no charge, either, real money or in-game money. It's just another feature you can use to customize your gear, so everyone can calm down. That's all it is. Alright, so basically, just to reemphasize, if you don't know what Transmog is, you've never done it in another game, think of it like this. Say you have 3 pieces of Sokolov on your build that you need for your build to work. You're using SMGs or whatever. You want to use Fenris, however. You like the look of Fenris gear more than you like the look of Sokolov, but you need the Sokolov attributes. Well, now you can just take that mod slot on the Sokolov chest piece, for example, and just slot in a Fenris chest piece so it looks like that, but you're still getting the brand bonus and the benefits of that Sokolov chest piece. It's pretty nice. They went on to answer some questions and clear up some things that chat was asking. You cannot make regular items look like exotics, and you can't change exotics to look like regular items. That's the only restriction. Pretty much every other gear in the game, including green and gray gear, can be used, so that's pretty nice. When it launches, all the items you currently own will get added to this Transmog library. It is not retroactive, however, so any gray or green gear that you had a year ago at launch will not be added. You would have to go back on a second or third or whatever character and reacquire those, or whatever other method. You can get the appearance of an item and then delete the item, and you will retain that appearance in that Transmog library, so that's pretty nice. The system is account-wide, so all of your characters' gear will be, all put together. You do have to log in on each of those characters for it to be added to the library, though, so once TU11 launches, just log in on each of them, and then that will all be added to the library. It should save with your loadouts. They weren't 100% clear, but I would imagine that since it's a mod slot, just like, Vanity or whatever else, that can be saved with a loadout. There are no plans to hide specific gear pieces. Some people were asking about that, and that's just due to a technical limitation that some of their systems have. And then also, force showing your mask in the open world is a thing that people have asked for a long time. And they said that they are looking into adding that with a future update, but it will not be coming with this system or in TU11. And then closing out, people just had some other questions quickly. It was a bit of a short stream, but they just really wanted to show off that one Transmog system for this week's Day of the Game, focus. But then some of these other questions were, they are looking into adding some more skill vanity mods. It's kind of been an underused system since launch, and so someone asked about that. They said maybe they might be adding more in the future. There's nothing at the moment new coming to hardcore mode. Someone was asking about that. They did talk about the raid investigation, which I think is pretty interesting. I don't entirely trust their answer. Basically, they were looking into how the leaked information about the raid got to Marco Styles' group and Solid FPS's group. They said basically the information was not an official document, was the conclusion of their investigation. It was all obtained via data mining on the TU10 PTS, apparently. If you guys want more information on that, I would point you over to Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear's channel. He did a really good video on that where he actually has some inside info on that whole situation and what's going on with it. I don't entirely, based off of what he said in his video, I don't entirely trust that this is all data mining, because it sounds like they had information to this stuff way back in, April, way before the PTS for TU10 went live. So if you want more information on that, go see his video. I have a feeling he might be talking about it more in the future if this is really what the devs are coming out publicly and saying about it, but we'll have to see on that. They said that generic mods will be talked about next week alongside the rainbow loot topic. Basically, if you don't know, all mod slots are going to be turned to generic, so there's no restriction on yellow, blue, or red mods. You can basically put any mod in any piece of gear regardless of what it is, and you won't have to recalibrate it, so they will be talking more about that next week. And last off, someone asked, is Skyscraper going to be just like Resistance? And Yannick said the best thing you can do is go into it with a clear slate because it's its own thing. And with that, guys, we conclude this week's recap for State of the Game number 167. Personally, I'm very excited for the introduction of a Transmog system. I know a lot of you guys won't be, simply due to the fact that you were expecting something different out of the new feature they teased. I think that's partly the devs' fault for hyping it up, but also partly the community's fault for blowing this thing way out of proportion. I don't think they ever promised it was going to be some major thing like crossplay or, a new DZ or something like that. They just said a new feature. So yeah, that's all that's coming is a Transmog system. Regardless, I'm excited for it, and I hope at least some of you are too. Thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. We now have a roadmap leading towards the PTS for TU11, so that's exciting, and I'm counting down the days to September 2nd. That's going to be a pretty major stream and major day, so get ready. That's going to be really exciting. Thanks, guys. Let me know all your thoughts on this new Transmog system in the comments below. I hope you all have a great day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold out.